Hi everyone, I'm Cristina and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna talk about books. This is officially my wrap-up for the Summer Biannual Bibliothon because it's Saturday, it's around 5:30, because I know I'm not reading anything else. So I didn't read this book or this book as I said I would because I wasn't feeling it. I did listen to one more hour of The Book Thief and I did enjoy it. And I know I'm gonna finish that book at some point. But about The Unexpected Everything, I know I said I was gonna give it 50 more pages, but I just decided not to even do that. Maybe some other time, but this is not the time. Instead, I did finish two books, and those were this one, The Heartbreakers, and this one, Of Poseidon. Now, I know I said I was gonna read Deep Blue, but I started it didn't hook me, and I decided to look for some reviews, and the reviews weren't really good, so I was like, okay, I think it's time to change this book for another one of mermaids, and I ended up reading Of Poseidon, and I stick to my decision. Now, I know I said I was gonna do an update on Wednesday, and I didn't. Why? Because I wasn't gonna do a video. I told to myself, I'm not gonna do a video in which I say,
hi, I'm Cristina, this is my YouTube channel, and I didn't read anything today. Bye.
So I waited until I had read something, and then I could do this wrap-up or update or whatever video. Now, I'm gonna talk about the books that I read, and there's gonna be spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, it's okay. First, I'm gonna talk about the book, if I liked it or not, and then I'm gonna tell the spoiler. And if you don't want to be spoiled, just forward the video until the cover is gone, and you'll be fine. About The Book Thief, I like it. My favorite thing so far is the relationship between Liesel and her father. It's just so sweet and beautiful in the way he handles her, because of course she's been through a lot. And the way he handles when she wets the bed, or when he finds out about the book that she stole, and when he's teaching her how to read. He is my favorite character so far. So we'll see what happens when I finish it. Now, about The Heartbreakers. I'm so happy I picked this book because I think it's exactly what I needed. It's a cutesy contemporary, it's very fast-paced, it's very easy to read, you end up loving the characters, and basically it's every fangirl dream in a book. And I'm a sucker for books in which a boy or a girl meets a famous person and how their relationship develops. I just love those stories. So, The Heartbreakers is a story about this girl named Stella who hates this boy band that is like, depending on when you were a teenager, like the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or the Jonas Brothers or One Direction, whatever your favorite band was, or was the most famous band when you were a teenager. So there's this band called Heartbreakers and she hates them, but her sister loves them and is obsessed with them. So for her birthday she decides with her brother to give her a signed CD. So she goes to the signing and she ends up meeting the band and she ends up becoming friends with the band, and it's how their story as a band and Stella develops, and it's really fun. Now, if we talk about spoilers, first of all, you know Oliver's family is dead. What I wasn't expecting was that he never met his father, or he doesn't even know who his father is. That was interesting, and I think you get to understand a little bit more of Oliver because of that. My favorite parts were all the interactions Kara had with the band, or with someone that had met the band, because like when Drew and Stella were telling Kara about,
you know what, we met the Heartbreakers and we spent like a whole day with them.
And how she got all so excited, like,
tell me about it, and oh my god, I can't believe it.
Because I know people who would react exactly like that, but who am I kidding? I would react exactly like that. I've done it. I've done it especially when I was a teenager and some of my friends met my favorite band. I know, I feel you, Kara, I feel you. And you couldn't be there because of whatever reason. I think one of my favorite characters was Kara, just because I felt her so much. Now, about the band, I love the relationship that they had. You can really feel that they care about each other. They are like really a family. Now, I loved when Oliver told Stella that they couldn't be friends anymore, when he wrote her a song based on that conversation. I know there's some moments that are cliches, but still you get to love this book and you get to love these characters. What I didn't like was, or it bothered me a little bit, it's not that I didn't like it, it's just that it bothered me a little bit, was that she got this job out of the blue, and I was just like, oh, just like that. Probably Oliver had something to do with this, but he didn't, so I was just like, oh, it's kind of too easy, but okay. It's okay, because if that didn't happen, then the story wouldn't develop, so it's fine. But the other thing that really bothered me was when she never told him, she decided,
No, just not, never gonna kill him.
I know why she did it, but at the same time, I just wanted to punch her. I was just like... Now, about Off Poseidon, this is a story about this girl who meets this boy, and he ends up being a siren, as I don't know how it's pronounced, but anyway, he's a merman. And there's this whole civilization of mermaids and mermen called Siren. What I really liked about this book is that, once more, it's really fast-paced, it's really, really easy to read, and you end up enjoying it. Now, spoilers! I liked Emma, I liked Toraf, I liked Galen. Oh, I liked Rachel. I hated Raina, whatever she's called. I just couldn't stand her and her mom. Oh my god. First of all, you just know you can see it miles and miles away that she is Nalia. And I'm just there reading and saying like, guys, come on, it's not that hard. It's not that hard, she is Nalia. It's just that so obvious. The book is predictable. It reminded me a little bit of Twilight because of the way Galen behaved, like,
oh, I can't be with her because of blah blah blah, and I'm so protective of her, and I'm so jealous of her.
I don't know, when I was reading it, I was thinking about Twilight, and I haven't read Twilight like in 9 years or 8 years, I don't know, but it gave me the same feeling. But see, what I didn't like about the book was that it felt so easy and predictable, like, oh yeah, he's rich, yeah, he happens to be rich, Twilight. And this thing where they had to pretend that they were in a relationship, couldn't they just be friends? I think any normal mom, maybe it's just me, but would say like, oh yeah, she can have friends, but no, they had to pretend to be boyfriend and girlfriend, so they made it like really hard. Like, they complicated things where they shouldn't be complicated, and then the other things that should be complicated were really easy. I think that's what I didn't like about the book. Like, what does her mom do for a living? Oh, yeah, she goes to school, but she keeps whenever she wants. And I don't know. But still, like, the story as a whole was interesting enough for me to keep reading and enjoy it. Anyway, my favorite part though was when Toraf kissed her, which is like, yes, I like this, yeah. And the other scene that I like, even though it's like very corny and cliche, is when Galen takes Emma to the Titanic. It's just, can you imagine that as a date? Just like, let's go to the Titanic and swim around. That part was really nice. What I wasn't expecting was Chloe dying, because even in 3 or 4 pages that she appears, you like her immediately, and then suddenly she's killed by a shark. What? Why are you doing this to me? I kind of like this girl more than I like the other characters in this book, and then you killed her? What? I was just in shock. Like, what? This book ends on a very... It's not a cliffhanger because you know it's happening, but it's just like, it ended so abruptly that I felt the need to keep reading the sequel. And I started it, I read about 10 chapters of it, and then they lost me. Then the story was just like, oh, okay, this is not my thing. But the first book is nice. So overall on this read-a-thon, I read like about 1,000 pages, so I'm really happy about it because, as I told you, I haven't read in a long time. So yay! Next week is the booktubeathon. Is it next week or in 2 weeks? Anyway, very soon is the booktubeathon, and I'm planning to read that one as well. So I'll be uploading my TBR for that one. But it's been fun. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the video and subscribe. I upload videos every Tuesday and maybe some other day on the week, but definitely Tuesdays. And leave a comment down below if you've read any of the books that I did read, or tell me which books you read for this read-a-thon. Did you accomplish all of your goals? And are you participating on the booktubeathon? Because that's happening real soon. Until next time, I'm Cristina. Bye!